Showtime, baby!
21 years past his police academy graduation, St. Paul cop Dave Longman can still get commencement day jitters.
Oh, I think I was up about 5 this morning.
Not so, by all accounts, for the rookie who'll be standing beside him.
Oh boy, he's ready to go.
It's a great day for a graduation.
Dave and Cody are about to graduate from the St. Paul Police Department's Canine School. It is a partnership that actually begins 3 months earlier, in the waning days of winter, when 17 officers from 15 law enforcement agencies are teamed with rookie German Shepherds, dogs bred for police work in places like Romania, Germany, and the Czech Republic, but not nearly ready to go to work in Minnesota.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
12 weeks of training.
Come on, Cody.
Will consist mainly of puppy steps,
That's a good dog.
followed by enthusiastic doses of praise.
That's a good boy. We have to make sure that we convince him that this is the best thing he's done for me all day long.
He's a good boy.
Techniques based on experience. St. Paul, which first put canines to work in 1959, trains more of Minnesota's police dogs than any other agency.
So let's just take the hurdles a couple of times, the broad jump, the A-frame.
But Officer Mark Ficcadenti, St. Paul's head canine trainer, makes clear from the start he wants no connection to these images from a different place and time.
The old days of crowd control with police dogs, absolutely not. Not here in St. Paul or in this region, and we do not teach that.
Track.
What they do teach is tracking,
Good boy.
He's already using his nose.
Oh, good boy. You got that thing.
a skill the dogs will need
Good track.
to locate a suspect or a missing child.
Stay.
Trainers also teach obedience
Get him.
and criminal apprehension. Cody's target in this exercise is the bright orange tug. Early in training, mistakes are frequently made
Get him.
and usually painful.
He gets your hand?
Yeah, just a grab.
I'm sure you guys are thrilled to death to be in line, but I'm telling you, you'll be fine.
Get him!
We've got 10 and a half more weeks of just this, and it gets better. Drop it!
Within a few days, the tug is replaced by a bite sleeve.
There you go.
Dogs are taught to grab hold of a fleeing suspect's right arm,
Get him.
where he'd most likely be holding a weapon.
Dog.
If the arm's not available,
Get him.
find something that is.
Get him!
That a boy. That fact that that skin is bruising, the fact that you're going ouch, the fact that the dog can feel that pinch and you wincing is all confidence building, and it's needed for the dog to engage a human being.
Watch him. Get him, Cody. Get him. Yeah, boy.
Not all dogs will engage a human.
Speak.
Nolan Canwright's dog Chance is reluctant to even bark at one.
Speak. Speak.
Chance never does become aggressive enough.
Larry's going to be your new partner. Okay.
Climb. That a boy. Climb. Good dog.
Nor does a second dog assigned to Nolan. So Nolan will go back to North Dakota empty-handed,
I can't go back to Bismarck with a dog that ain't working.
and his dogs back to the vendor who sold them.
Fight him!
On average, 1 of every 4 dogs that start the training can't cut it.
We're not sending a dog out that isn't capable of defending the handler or searching and capturing bad guys. It's not going to happen.
Drop the bat. You sent the dog. Watch him, Cody. Get him, Cody. Get him. Come on. Get down on the ground.
Aggressive, yes, but only on command.
Get down on the ground.
The same dog that might capture a killer
That's a good dog, yes.
couldn't work with the public
Cody had a long day at work today.
if he weren't part pussycat, too.
Get him, Lola. Come on, Lola. That's a good dog.
Like their handlers, dogs need time to relax. And for the rest of his life, Cody's address after work will be the same as Dave's.
Just let him be a dog and do what dogs do.
The bite pressure on the dog is 750 pounds per square inch. So
Handlers are told from the start these are service dogs, not pets. Yet it was after a demonstration like this one, but at last year's state fair, that Dave learned how strong the bond between cop and canine can become.
And this was going to be the picture that we were going to use for our new baseball card.
Dave found Dakota, his partner of 2 years, dead that September morning in his backyard kennel.
My daughter Rosie, she's got him in a headlock.
An autopsy showed Dakota died from a twisted intestine.
It was a tough thing to deal with.
Still is.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I got a spot picked out.
The St. Paul Police Department honors its deceased dogs within sight of their training field. Dave laid Dakota Stone a few feet from the one honoring Laser, the dog shot and killed 11 years ago with his partner Tim Jones, for whom the canine training facility is named.
It's a long time, Boyd, but it'll always be remembered in our hearts and souls.
The lessons are clear. Police dogs must be ready to confront the worst in humans. So startled as they were the first time the dogs heard gunfire, the stress threshold is repeatedly raised. The scenarios made more real. How else would an officer know what to do with a 70-pound dog?
He's getting away.
When a suspect they've been chasing
Watch his paw. There you go.
leaps over a fence.
When it's 3 o'clock in the morning on a hot Saturday night, particularly in the inner city, this is what you're doing, over fences to fences to fences.
By the 9th week of training, commencement announcements are being printed. The dogs have come so far.
Good dog.
Graduation is in sight. But the handlers are about to find out that police dogs, like police work, come with no guarantees. On Friday, May 6th, Sergeant Jerry Vick is shot and killed on St. Paul's east side. Canine training is canceled. Head trainer Mark Ficcadenti and his dog Shadow are called to help search for a suspect. 5 days later, after attending Sergeant Vick's funeral, Bloomington officer Mike Larson returns to find his dog Ivan in distress. Several hours later, Ivan is euthanized.
Sorry, Mikey.
Mike loses Ivan, who'd been nothing but healthy during weeks of training,
Stomach, intestines twisted.
to the same condition that killed Dave Longbin's German Shepherd. A cruel and unexplainable coincidence.
You have a big bond going there, and it's tough. Last night, I won't lie to you, it was a tough night.
It just seems to go from bad to worse. We have a week and a half left. Hopefully that's the end of it.
What do they got here, Cody, huh?
They started school as foreigners on American soil.
Watch those guys, Cody. Let's go get them.
3 months later, they're in the final stages of training to protect and serve Minnesotans.
Once that siren goes on, once those red lights go on,
Let's go get them, Cody.
it pumps the anxiety level of the dog way up. He knows action.
Please, K9, stop or I'm going to send the dog. Get him, Cody.
Officer David Longbin, his canine partner Cody.
Good boy.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, sir.
Cody is now a police dog, part of a proud tradition
What a nice night, huh?
of partners and friends.
Want to walk Cody?
Boyd Huppert, KARE 11 News, St. Paul.
He's a good dog.